Welcome to Epic Stock Due Diligence. Please subscribe at youtube.com/EpicStockDD. Thank you.
Hey everyone, Ed here. I just wanted to talk about MPIDs, which of course is the abbreviation for a market maker. Now, if you're already familiar with level 2 quotes, which you probably are, you're going to see that there's market makers on the bid side of the fence and the ask side of the fence. And these MPIDs are what indicates which market makers are involved with that particular stock. Now, this right here is the ticker symbol ASYI. It's a microcap stock. And let's just show for example here. Let's pick one of these MPIDs. So Maxim, M-A-X-M. Who is M-A-X-M? Well, there's a site. You could just do a Google search. You could do like a Google search for M-A-X-M + MPID, and it would probably come up with several sites that list the same information. But for this example, I'm just going to use alphatrade.com/tech support /marketmakers.html. I found this on a Google search. So I'll hit M here, and then I'm going to go to Maxim, M-A-X-M. So that's, and actually they're listed multiple times because they have involvement in different areas, it seems. So that's Maxim Group LLC. And the one in question here would probably be the Maxim Group LLC for the OTCBB, which is over-the-counter bulletin board. So it even lists a phone number for them. And we'll look up another one really quick. I'm not going to consume a lot of time. CDRG, over there on the ask side. Who is CDRG? Well, let's find out. CDRG is Citadel Securities. Citadel Securities LLC. And they've got a phone number. They're based out of Chicago. So what value is knowing the institution that's behind the MPID? Well, actually there's quite a bit of value. Now, a lot of people will say, when you're in forums, they'll say, oh, the MMs are manipulating the stock price, and the market makers are manipulating the stock price, this, that, and the other. To some degree, those statements are valid, but it's not all that it's pumped up to be, because most of the time people are just upset because the stock's not moving in the direction they wanted it to. So they're trying to convince themselves that someone's to blame for that. But with that being said, the market makers can send some signals to traders. And as you see here, you're seeing the MPIDs that are currently involved with this ticker symbol ASYI. And this stock's, from what it's done recently, it's very stagnant right now. So if I saw some other MPIDs jump in, and especially if I saw other MPIDs jump in on the bid side of the fence, and they weren't the most common MPIDs, after you trade microcaps for a while, you'll start to recognize some of the most common MPIDs, like Knight, which is Knight Securities. I mean, I'm not going to go through all here, but like Knight, UBSS, CSTI, MAXM, Cant. Those are all some of the most common ones. But if you see some oddball MPIDs pop in, especially on the bid side, it can be a very bullish sign. And by knowing how to look up what an MPID stands for, which organization it is, you can then do a Google search for that organization and find out more about that institution. So it could be a situation where it's like a hedge fund. And if you got somebody like that, an organization that's known for that, buying up on the bid, that's a sign this stock might go through the moon. So there is some value in recognizing which market makers are involved with the stock. So this is how I do it. I mean, it's really not complicated. You just use Google and, like I said, search MPID +, and then the MPID that's listed in your level 2, and take your research from there. Do your own due diligence. Do a hardcore deep dive DD session on that particular institution and see what you can find. I mean, you may find some clues that enable you to really improve your probability of success with microcaps. But that's all for this video. As always, feel free to check out all my other videos on YouTube. It's youtube.com/EpicStockDD. And also feel free to check out my book on Apple iTunes Store if you want to. I've got a link within this video's description. It's called The Penny Stock Perfectionist, and it's just a very down and dirty how to get started with penny stocks kind of book. So thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.